Well guys, here we are, have ourselves an unboxing video for you. This one here is of a camera I've had now for a couple of months. Done a little bit of shooting a few videos with it. Done a little bit of, if you will, playing around with it. Kind of have the feel for the camera, if you will. So I can do a proper opinion, proper review on the camera. It's very, very hard to do a proper unboxing review and opinion on an item that you just took out of the plastic. So that's why it looks like the package has been opened. Well, it's because it has. Well, the camera here in question is a Canon PowerShot sx260 HS digital camera. Now I picked this camera up actually, in fact, in May of 2013 here, to replace the current camera that I have been vlogging with, the PowerShot ELPH 520 HS, because it was being sent away on warranty work and they weren't sure if they could fix it. So I bought this one instead, and lo and behold, they were able to fix the other one. So now I'm stuck with a camera that's good and used and one that's brand new. So we'll tear into the package here, having a look at her. Now, of course, I've already been to this. I know what to semi-expect, but for you guys tearing into one, you will have your Canon digital owner's limited warranty kind of paper here. You will have the digital camera solutions disc. Of course, another one here is your owner's manual or guide. And a nice piece of cardboard here. Got yourself a lanyard here to keep it from falling off your wrist, but only if you attach this to the camera and keep this around your wrist. You have your micro USB to full-size USB cord here. This is of course for transferring your videos onto the computer. Now this cord here is the same from the Canon 520 HS to this camera here, and in fact, I'm wondering, I think it's the same cord used in most or all Canon cameras. Well, you have yourself the battery charger here. It uses, of course, as you can tell by the hole, the flat style battery. And well, here is the flat style battery itself. Now the flat style battery here is the NB6L battery. Now the one in question is a 3.7 volt 1000 milliamp hour battery. Of course, comes with a little plastic cover on. Just take that right off. Now of course, the item that you guys are all waiting for is the camera itself. Now, of course, one thing I'll say right out of the bat, it is a larger camera than the 520 HS. It is thicker, it is heavier feeling than the 520 HS. I had a choice between, I think it was red, black, and this turquoisey green color. It's not blue, it's more of a green, and I chose, of course, the green color. So we'll just take a tour around the camera itself. Of course, you have your lens business end here. You have the little red eye detector here. Right up here on the top, you have yourself the flash, which pops up when needed. You have your microphones up here. You have your picture button to take your photo. You have your lever here to send between settings, your on and off button. And on the back, of course, one thing I still like is it's not full touchscreen like a lot of the cameras are now. You still have your setting buttons. You got your record button here, display button, menu button, your review button, and of course your little four-wheel, four-place toggle switch here. Now at the bottom here, you have your battery door. We'll pop that open. Now, one thing I will say is a plus side on this camera is it does take the full-size SD cards, which is very, very nice to have considering the 520 HS took the micro SD cards, which it was totally different from the rest of my line. So you pop in your SD card. So after you got the SD card popped in, you pop in the battery. Now you can't really see down there, but those little gold prongs go to the left hand side. They flop right in. The little latch latches over the battery. You shut the door. Up top here you have your on and off button. You press that and she comes alive. Now one thing I will notice is the lens aperture here extends further out than the 520HS. So we could set the date and time here, or you could just hit the menu button to skip it. However, if you do skip it, you will have to deal with this every time you turn the camera on. So it's best to set it and get it out of the way. So right here you have your basic nice wide screen here. You have your record button, you have your review button. You can set between your video settings, which it's on right now. You can set between discrete. You can have your fisheye effect on your video, portrait, movie digest. This one here is neat. The movie digest is where it shoots a video, but every so often it takes a photo clip too. I was considering doing that for one of the special videos I have coming up here. So of course, being that I've already had this unit out of the box, I've done a bit of video shooting with it. So what I'll do is I'll cut to some of those shots that I've done, and then we'll come on back to the camera. So guys, here we go. Here's a operations check of the Canon PowerShot sx260. So of course, as promised, just going to go do a pan here across the backyard. You can see the different colors as it picks it up, different footage, and kind of the way the yard is looking here in our wonderful fall. You can kind of see how it handles movement or motion, as well as you can hear how well it picks up voice and cancels out the wind. It is not a real windy day today, but if it was, then I'm sure it would probably be affected just like every other camera that there is. So let's go into the garage here where she's dark, and we'll do a low light, no light test. Well, this is a semi low light test here. Of course, you have the light from the window, but back here in the tool room there is zero light coming in at all. It's a very low light situation. On the view screen it is picking up a bit, but I'm not sure what it's picking up for you guys. So of course we'll just give the garage door a complete shut so it doesn't get the light from the garage door. And then basically we'll do a pan around in this end of the garage here, and we'll see how it picks it up that way. Then we'll open this door real fast and we'll see how quick it takes to respond to the sudden brightness. But all in all guys, for the videos and vlogs that I've shot with this camera, it does do a bit of a job. I'm not sure about using this thing as a full-time vlogging camera because of the sheer size and weight of the camera. But from the little bit I've used it, it does shoot some pretty decent video, and it does take some photos. I'll snap a few photos here just to see how it does. Some cameras, what they do when you take a photo is they cut your video off to take the photo. Now, given the Canon PowerShot ELPH 520HS, that's what it does when you snap a photo of it as well. So I'm gonna probably say this one here will probably do the same as well. When you take a photo, it basically shuts the video off to take the photo. So here we go now. We're going to press the button in 3, 2, 1. You've seen the standalone footage of this here camera, given the walk around the low light and stuff like that. Well, how does it stack up against the camera it's replacing? So let's go out and we'll do another roundabout on the 520 HS versus the 260 HS, and we'll see how they stack up in a picture-in-picture challenge. Well guys, here we go. We have ourselves a head-to-head camera battle between both Canon cameras that I own. One being the Canon PowerShot ELPH 520 HS, and the other one being the Canon PowerShot sx260 HS. So of course the 520 HS has been the vlogging camera I've used now for about a year. It's done me quite well for whatever it's been, almost 400 vlogs. And the sx260 was the vlogging camera, or I guess you could say replacement vlogging camera that I picked up when the 520 HS was sent away for warranty work. So we'll just kind of switch back and forth as I'm talking between the audio here, just to show the difference in audio quality. And of course on the split screen side by side you can see the difference in the video quality. But all in all guys, this sx260 has not been used a lot due to the fact that they were able to fix the 520 HS. Now the downside of the sx260 is the weight and the sheer size of it compared to the 520 HS. However, the sx260 does have a larger battery, and it takes a full-size SD card compared to the 520 HS, which takes a cylinder type, I believe it's only 1000 milliamp hour battery, and it takes a micro SD card. So, you know, there is trade-offs on pretty much anything you buy where you're saving weight or, you know, storage space and stuff like that. So we'll go into the garage here and we'll do a little bit of a low light test. It's going to be a semi-low light test, it's not going to be a complete darkness test, based on the fact, well, of course we have the window, so it'll be kind of a low light. So of course, going into the garage here, you can see how the cameras adjust differently to the light situation. So, coming down here, you can kind of swing around the garage here. You can see the light differences, how it picks up different shadows, how the color and stuff like that is. We'll walk toward the window here. Of course, the picture will get a little better, obviously going toward the light. Then walking back here into the tool room, you go from lightness into darkness, and you can see how it picks up different shadows and different light sources there. So of course we'll head back out to the daylight. We'll see how well or how quickly both cameras react or adjust, if you will, to the sudden blast of daylight. So I'm not sure how it looked on your end, but on my end, the 520 HS reacted better to the daylight change. But on my side of the view screen, it looked like the sx260 focused quicker instead of getting blurry like the 520 HS did. But guys, I guess you could say this has been a head-to-head camera battle of the Canon PowerShot sx260 and the Canon PowerShot 520 HS. Well, here's the final thought segment on the unboxing video, and after seeing the head-to-head camera footage of the Canon PowerShot sx260. Well, all in all guys, I'd have to say that it's a fairly decent camera considering she's a point and shoot. It has the best of both worlds, if you will. The photo capability to shoot still photos, as well as the video capability to shoot videos. All in all, compared to the 520HS, I personally think the 520 has better audio, but the sx260 has a semi-better video quality. So it's kind of a trade-off either way. Shooting in full 1080p HD does, of course, give you a better video quality. And if you can pull that off with your editing software, then you can get the full benefit of the 1080p HD. Now, with me, like I said there in the unboxing segment, I do like the full-size SD card. Because, well, that's for obvious reasons, because you don't have to have like multiple memory card systems on hand. You can do all your cameras off of one card. Unfortunately, of course, I went out and bought me a big fancy micro SD card for the Canon PowerShot 520HS, so I do have the micro SD cards. So the full-size SD cards are kind of they're still of value because I do have them in my other cameras. One thing that would be nice is if Canon in their products wide could use the same charger, the same battery, and the same memory card. Then that way you don't have to keep switching up on batteries, chargers, and memory cards, doubling up, tripling up, and stuff like that. Because of course, you buy extra batteries for one camera and the next camera doesn't take it. Or you buy memory cards for one camera and the next camera uses a whole different system altogether. But of course, that's not just picking on Canon. That's basically all camcorders, cameras, even video game console systems. They seem to switch things up every time they put out a new model, right? I think it's just a way for them to make more money. But on a scale of 1 to 10, based on functionality, based on size, based on usability of this Canon PowerShot sx260HS, I probably give her a good 8.5, 9 out of 10. It's not a vlogging camera. I found it to be heavy to carry around in a case in your pocket versus the 520HS. But like I said, it takes good photos and good video, so it's good enough for family use and stuff like that. But that pretty much concludes the final thought segment of this video portion. And I guess that concludes the video altogether. So as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.